Hello guys, gonna bring down the NBA slate for November 29th on a Monday. We got 9 games here, and as you guys can hear, I did upgrade my mic, so hopefully this sounds a lot better for you guys, and maybe I will start to try to make more videos now that I do have just a better mic. So starting off with the vid though, I do want to talk about DFS Army. So as you guys may know, I do work for them, so I'm writing articles for them for this NBA season. And right now, we actually still have our Black Friday sale available. So it's going to be for our VIP memberships. So if you want to buy a month or week of the membership, this is only for new members. So if you have not signed up, you do get 50% off using the promo code Black Friday. And that's going to get you it's a VIP membership. So you're going to be able to get all the different kind of sports. That's for all of them. And we do have a Discord chat and everything. You get the optimizer and everything that is listed here. So I'll be sure to drop the link in the comments or in the description below if you guys are interested in signing up. It's supposed to end tonight at midnight, but you can probably still get it available until tomorrow early morning. So still, a few more hours that you can take advantage of that. But now going back to the breakdown, so we're going to start off with the first game. There's only one game right at lock, Orlando at Philly. So Philly is going to be near full strength now, and Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, Tyrese Maxey is going to be kind of overpriced now with them back. So I think Harris is fine here. Embiid, certainly he's always going to be in play, but there's definitely a lot of blowout potential. If you look at the odds right now for this game, it has a DK. That's the only current website that does have the spread, which is going to be 16 points in favor of Philly. So that's definitely concerning in terms of whether these guys are going to get full minutes. And that's definitely going to be the case for the other side as well. So for Orlando, if Wendell Carter Jr. is going to be playing without Mo Bamba, that's going to be a big boost to him. But again, you're going to have a lot of concerns. Wendell's been a popular play the last 3 days, but there's been good reason to that. Against Charlotte, that game was at home. I believe, or he was just really underpriced, and it was just a good matchup. And then you have the Bulls, where that was a revenge spot for him, and then Mo Bamba also got hurt that game. And then against the Cavs on Saturday, Mo Bamba didn't play, and so was Robin Lopez. So you just got more minutes for Wendell Carter. Now he's priced a little bit more. I would say he's still definitely in play, but it's just a lot more riskier because of Embiid being in there. So it's going to be a lot tougher for him. But if all these guys, there's a lot of questionable players, so it's just kind of like a wait and see. It's always hard to really break these down on the night before the slate. So for the next game, it's more of the same, really. Like, you have all these guys, Jokic, Butler, Tyler Hero, all questionable. Like, I have no idea who's going to play or not. This technically is going to be, a intriguing game to watch because of what happened last time in Denver when these two teams played with Jokic and Markieff Morris, but Jokic is injured. It seems like he's about to come back at some point. I don't know if this is going to be the game, though. If he's out, then you're going to have blowout concerns. Maybe that's why Miami has Butler and Hero listed as questionable as well, because they can win this game without them if Jokic misses. So, again, it's tough to break down. I would say that just like usual, anytime that Denver does play without Jokic, people just do not like to roster these Nuggets. Like Barton, Aaron Gordon, they're always going to be in play because if the game's going to be close, it's going to be because these two guys are playing well. Same thing with Monte Morris and both of the Greens. Now, it is a tough matchup. It's a slow pace. Should be a low total. Miami side, if some of these guys miss, then yeah, we're going to be looking at Bam, Lowry. I do think Lowry's still in play, though, even if only one of these guys plays, because his price is falling, and also Denver with all these injuries, they're just not really good defensively. Now on to Charlotte and Chicago. This is a very appealing game for Chicago. That was what I was going to come into this thinking, but then you look at the prices, it's kind of difficult to get to them because they're all pretty much healthy now. I would say that Vooch looks like to be the best play, but I do think he's going to get ownership because I think this is going to be his third game back from injury. His price is at 8,300, so it's very affordable. His minutes should be able to slowly increase, and he's an elite player. And Charlotte, they've been really bad against centers. I think Mason Plumlee's already been ruled out, and Charlotte just has a very tough time guarding centers. Yep. So PJ Washington's probably going to be playing the small ball center, and it's going to be tough for them to really hang with Vooch if they choose to go with Nick Richards. I mean, he's not talented enough to hang with him. So, yeah, I really like Vooch here. I would say everyone else, though, they're kind of really expensive to get to. So that's going to be my guy. On the Charlotte side, this is a tough matchup. The Bulls are very good this year. Defensively, they've definitely, I would say, been better than expected. So it's tough if you want to get to any of these Hornets. Like, a lot of these guys do play big minutes, but just the matchup, it's just not really there. Like, it is actually a close spread. The total's high, but that's more so because of just how fast and the poor defense that Charlotte plays. Now on to OKC and Houston. I would say that this game is maybe one of the more appealing games of the slate. Should have a high total, 214. Yeah, it does have a close spread though, just because Houston, they play fast. They don't play any defense. OKC is a pretty bad team, one of the worst in the league. So SGA, he looks to be pretty much healthy. Wasn't on limit last time. And 34 minutes now against the Rockets, just a better matchup compared to the Wizards. He fills up the stat sheet, and at 8K, he's probably going to pick up like 20% ownership on a 9-game slate, but still very much in play. Houston, it's a terrific matchup. There's really nobody you really need to worry about defensively. Now, everyone else, like, their price okay. I wouldn't be surprised if someone did well because these are the Rockets, but it's just kind of like, up in the air. Now, on the Houston side, so Christian Wood, 8,200, Kevin Porter Jr., 6,800. They both got $1,000 price increases, so that kind of sucks. But again, it is a very good matchup, so I don't have a problem going to them again. But you probably shouldn't be playing as much of them because they're just not as cheap. Now, Eric Gordon, Jayshawn Tate, so they're more boom bust, and Eric Gordon's just because he's very shot dependent. Jayshawn Tate, it's because his minutes are inconsistent. There's no Jalen Green, so that's helpful, but Garrison Matthews, he's been getting good minutes. Daniel House is back from injury, so it's like you take out Jalen Green, but then you replace them with other players, so the minutes don't really just flow to the main guys. Now, Indy and Minnesota, this game definitely looks appealing as well. This has a 215 total. That's where it opened, 218 according to this other site. So it's going to be a 4-point spread. Very good for DFS players, of course. Indy, though, they will be on a back-to-back. So on the road, might be tough for them to keep up. But Minnesota, they're not really a good defensive team, especially because they don't have Patrick Beverley right now. Brogdon probably looks to be the standout, but I would expect that Miles Turner is going to be playing probably heavy minutes here to guard Cat. Sabonis 8,400 definitely is in play as well at that cheap price. Now, Caris LeVert, he's been having some injury issues, so with the back-to-back, maybe he gets limited, but or maybe he just gets rested here. So that's something that we do have to keep an eye on. Now, Minnesota, so I think Anthony Edwards looks the best here. He does have dual position eligibility now, and his price with D'Lo, they're still very close with each other. They're a little bit higher now, but I think Edwards, just because he burned everyone last time, he's not going to be like 45% owned as the last slate. So I would say that those guys are still very much in play as well as Cat, but I would say Edwards is my preferred option. Now, Cleveland and Dallas, this game looks to be kind of gross. We did just get an update, so forget anything. No, just a low total, of course, for this game, though. They do get, or for the Cavs, they do get Evan Mobley back second game. He played a lot of minutes last time, 33 minutes, so he looks like to be a pretty good play, probably really chalky. Dallas does struggle against big men. And everyone else, like Jared Allen, certainly in play. You can use him as a pivot off of Mobley because if Mobley's not getting the rebounds, most likely it's going to be Jared Allen. So that's definitely a very strong tournament move. Now for Dallas, Luka's always going to be in play, but just when it's a low total, also against a team that does rebound really well in the Cavs, it's kind of tough for me to get to Luka because you do need him to kind of have a borderline triple-double game to pay off the high salary. And because they're pretty much healthy here, I really don't play any other Mavericks, especially on a big slate. So on to Washington at San Antonio. So Spencer Dinwiddie is going to be back, so that's going to hurt Beal and Kuzma, and of course Aaron Holiday and Raul Neto. So again, just not really anything that stands out because they are pretty much healthy here. Like Gafford 47. He needs his blocks. If he's able to get those, then yeah, he definitely can play a little bit more minutes. But it's kind of like a 48-minute split with Harrell and Gafford, so it's kind of tougher. They usually don't go over like 20 minutes, so it's just kind of unappealing when they're both healthy. Now on the Spurs side, I do like DeJounte Murray because people just aren't used to seeing him being posted or being this high. Like 9,600 for his price tag is really high, at least what it appears to be, but he is deserving of this price tag. So if he does come in low, I really do like him. The Wizards, they are a better defensive team. They play slower this year, but still they're not like elite by any means. So Murray at home, 9,600. They probably will still be down a few bodies, so that's going to help overall for the Spurs team. So I do like Murray. I am interested. Derek White, 5,900. He has been playing better as of late, and if you do have those injuries, his minutes are going to be a lot safer. He's still not shooting that well, but he's getting peripherals, so if his shot is falling, then I mean, look out. He should probably be more of like close to a 7K player at that point, but he still needs to figure it out. But definitely well worth it in tournaments. Keldon Johnson, depending on rebounding, Pirtle probably going to be my favorite player out of the bunch because he still is just way too cheap. For the kind of minutes that he's playing, you have Harrell and Gafford who just, they're not the most imposing centers out there. So I do like Pirtle a whole lot. He really should be 7K. For value, if you have Vassal out, you can definitely take shots on Lonnie Walker. He has an upside in him if he does get the minutes and he shoots well. Now, Portland at Utah, so tough matchup for the Blazers. Nurkic has been playing a lot better, and because it is Gobert on the other side, Hassan Whiteside, they do play traditional centers out there, that Nurkic could be able to stay out there for a lot longer. But yeah, it doesn't seem like Chauncey Billups really trusts Nurkic to play big minutes, especially down the stretch. So that is the concerning part, but I think there is a way that Nurkic can play more minutes in this one. But it is a tough matchup. Now, Lillard, McCollum, probably more of a stay away. I just really I respect this Utah team defensively. Now, Utah, so they definitely have the better matchup here. Mike Conley, I guess he's playing back-to-backs now. Mitchell, I would say Mitchell's fine. 8,100 looks to be very affordable. Gobert, 8,500, he's fine as well. Royce O'Neal, if he does miss this game, then Rudy Gay, Joe Ingles did start for him, but I think both these guys, Gay, because he does take a lot more shots. At 4K, a little bit more expensive now, but he could definitely be a very good value play. Now, New Orleans at the Clippers. So, Clippers will be on a back-to-back. This Pelicans team has been really bad this year. They have a really poor record, but some of these guys are priced a little bit cheaper now. It is a tough matchup. The Clippers are a very good defensive team. They are a little bit healthy now with Marcus Morris back, Serge Ibaka as well. But if they're going to be close, probably Joval or Ingram are going to have a good game. You have Graham and NAW who did get benched now, but these guys do have upside and they are under 5K. So that's definitely a way that you can get different. Now on the Clippers side, so I think Marcus Morris kind of stands out here at 4.6. I would expect that because Joval's on the other side that they will play Zubats. But, if they do decide to stretch the Pelicans out, Marcus Morris, he played 34 minutes. Don't know if he's going to play here because he did just return from a month absence. But if he does play, I do have a little bit of concern about his minutes. But he looks to be pretty strong. He does look to be underpriced. But then you do have Paul George, who, of course, is going to be a good play without Kawhi. Reggie Jackson as well. The Pelicans just are not good defensively. So I would say that my favorite plays now on the overall slate, you're probably going to be playing Jakob Poeltl. I think is kind of like a given on this slate, probably going to be chalky. And then you do have the great matchup for Vooch. So double center, usually a way that I like to go. And then I'm going to plug in Anthony Edwards. And then it's going to be Rudy Gay, and then Wendell Carter Jr. Now, wait on the Wendell play because if Bamba is in, I probably not want to play Wendell probably like at all, just because it is a very tough spot as I mentioned. So that's going to be the 5 for the video on the first look. But as always, please do stay up to date with the news. I will have my free article posted on DFS Army. Link will be in the description below when I do have that done. And again, that is totally free. That's just going to be for my 4 favorite tournament picks. Hopefully they are low owned. Sometimes things, they change, so they're not going to be low owned, but That's why, make sure you always stay up to date with the news. We do provide a lot of that. If you do decide to purchase membership, again, 50% off should be available for the next few hours at least. So thank you guys for watching all these videos, showing me the support. Hopefully I'll be able to make some more videos now that I do have, again, a better mic. So hopefully this video does sound a lot better. And thank you guys for watching, and good luck on the slate. Bye.